Okay, this is the single biggest thing that will probably turn your trading around. It's not the strategy. It's not how to have a better entry point like most people think. But from everything I've seen helping traders, it all has to do with how you deal with the cards you were dealt, specifically knowing when to bail on a trade. There is a very black and white answer to this. Now, let me show you why and 5 reasons how this matters.
Think about what's making you afraid. There's nobody in the world who's ever wanted to fail, but a little bit of help can get you on your way. XABCD is where you can start today.
Take this trade I'm in, the symbol, the time frame, none of this matters for what I'm going to show you. Although just for fun, if you think you know what the instrument is, type in the comments. I'll give you a clue. It's a tick chart. Anyways, I found myself in this trade, which is an ETP2 pattern. For those of you who do not know, it's a Fibonacci based pattern that's measured using both time and price and tells you the information that other Fib type patterns do not, such as how much time we have to reverse before you should bail on this trade. So here are the rules of how you can bail on a trade and when you should do it. If price is within the red zone and you're in a profit even just a little bit, you would bail on this trade by moving your stops to break even. There's a high chance you'll be stopped out. We expect that. This is how we're actually bailing on the trade. Now, if you're not profitable, let the pattern continue, fully expecting that it could be a loss, but let it play out in hopes that you get that point to break even. Now, after you see price going up and you move your stops to break even, as we just did now, you're not going to bail on the trade, ever. Full stop, period. It doesn't matter if price starts heading back down to your entry point. You never tell yourself, well, I'm going to make sure I walk away with what I have because I think it's going to get stopped out. So while we watch what happens in this example, let's take 5 reasons why you don't want to bail on a trade you're in and why it's the death of your trading career. So the first is opportunity cost. When you exit prematurely, you potentially miss out on the opportunity to profit from future price movements. Okay, you are already at break even. This is like having a free ticket to the lottery. Just enjoy the ride. Number 2 is the emotional discipline. So exiting a trade too early is usually a cause of an emotional decision that you're making, which can lead to further impulse decisions. You don't want to do that. You're just feeding the demons inside of you, and it's just going to make things worse. Number 3 is your loss mitigation. So exiting a trade too early can be seen that you're taking a loss that could have turned around. By staying in the trade, you're giving yourself a chance to recover and potentially turn it into a profitable trade, which you've already got to stop at break even anyways. So number 4 is a learning opportunity. Sticking with this trade that is not performing as you think turns out to be a great learning opportunity will allow you to build in some new consistent habits. Now this is probably what's going to take your trading from being like trading like an amateur to trading like a professional. Number 5 is consistency. Consistency is the key to sticking with your plan and not bailing on a trade. You cannot expect consistent results without acting consistently. So those are your 5 reasons: opportunity cost, emotional discipline, loss mitigation, learning opportunity, and consistency. Don't bail on your live trades when you shouldn't be. 4 things we've created for our awesome YouTube community. The first is a collection of ATM packs. And the reason why you want this is because they are more advanced templates than what you probably have, like trailing stops in 3 different steps in case you get a sudden unexpected move in the market and you want to lock in those gains. I believe there are around a dozen entry and stop strategies that you can modify for your existing execution plans. And the second thing we have is a news indicator, which we use. It's mainly used so that news doesn't sneak up on you. And of course, when volatility might hit the market suddenly and that you're aware of it ahead of time. The next is the periodic table, and it shows you all the elements and traits that we believe successful traders have, and each is explained in a whole reference PDF with an awesome little printable thing at the end. Now the last, of course, is our Priceline indicator, which has a whole bunch of cool effects that make your eyes look at where price currently is in the market. And of course, the last thing I want to tell you that you can go to any of our web pages at XABCDtrading.com. And at the very bottom, you can put your name and email if you want to stay up to date on the project. There's a maximum of 2 emails a month that get sent out. Some months, I think last one was only 1. And sometimes we don't send out any. But it's going to be a maximum of 2, and you'll get all the updates around all these different projects that we're working on. So take advantage of all the free stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.
Think think about what's making you afraid. There's nobody in the world who's ever wanted to fail, but a little bit of help can get you on your way. XABCD is where you can start today.